Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, yay! And here we are at Beginner's Yoga. So if you've never done yoga before, this is a great place to start. It's really just stretching and showing you some yoga moves. So come and join me. If you've got your dog on your mat, you might need to kick her off. She's now a mascot. She doesn't want to move. I'm sure she'll move. Yay, hi Kat. Hi. Hi Melinda. I'm sure she'll move once I get started. So if you're feeling a little bit tight this morning, I've got a band and also off to the side I've got another little chair, just in case I need the help. Hi Norman, how are you? Good morning, good morning. And then, remember, check with your doctor or your physio if any of these exercises, or if these exercises are right for you. Let's get started. Cheryl, are you with me? Hey Kathy, downward dog, yeah I know, I'm gonna have to kick the dog. So I know lots of my clients have a lot of injuries, so we're working through that, so I'll take that on board and I'll try and give you alternatives. Hi John, I'll try and give you alternatives if you've got an injury. So remember, you're looking for a stretch and not pain. So we're just trying to lengthen those muscles and tendons as we go along that fascia. Here we go, standing up. Can you hear my music? And am I up loud enough? I've had a few technical issues this morning. Dogs, everything, you know, it's all happening. Here we go. I'm just going to take my head down and then lift it all the way halfway up. So looking straight ahead again. Drop your head, chin to your chest, and then up. Mel, are you with me? Are you with me? Here we go, down, then up. Tina. Remember, you want to take it easy to start off with. If you've just done a big run, this will work well for you. Or if you've just got out of bed and you haven't started your day yet, this will be great. It'll stretch you out from laying in bed. Drop your chin to your chest, lift it up nice and high again, looking straight ahead. Tuck your chin. Chin down, then lift it up. Good. I want my shoulder and my hip to be in line if I can, and my hip over my ankle. You're standing in a mountain pose, so really strong through your feet, squeezing your butt, and all you're doing is chin down and chin up. Chin down and chin up. Hi Linda. Chin down and then chin up. Good work. I'm going to take my head side to side. So really what you're doing is a few yeses, a few nos. I'm looking over each side. If you're feeling like your neck's a little bit tight, slow it down. Drop your shoulders back and down, still standing like a mountain. Nice and tall. Pretend I'm pulling out of the crown of your head. And this seems easy. They can get you to do things while you're doing this, right? You can do this while you're washing up. Good. If that's enough for you, that's where you're going to stay. A few yeses, a few nos, stretching out that neck. This time I'm taking my head back. If you've got a neck that's a little bit sore at the moment or tight, you're going to drop your head back and use your hands. You've got to squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, and then lift up again. If you're using your hands, really lift up through your head as you come up, and that'll give you a little bit of traction through that neck. Just gently, but enough to feel like you're lengthening through those vertebrae again. Here we go, drop it down again, good work, and then bring it up. So really lift at the base of your skull as you come up. Good. One more time. Perfect. Now your shoulders, give them a little bit of a roll, easy. Good, here we go. I'm going to take my hands up. I'm going to cross my fingers, Charlie's Angels, lift it all the way up and then go over to one side. Just gently drop down, sort of like a half moon. Pull your hand over and then lift up and then go over to the other side. It's not about how far I can go, so I can go really deep if I want to squash it down. I'm trying to lift to the ceiling and then go over. And if it's too much with your hands, I'm going to hold and take it all the way over. So if I've got tight shoulders, this is going to help me out. Remember your transverse, that little tummy muscle is switching on. And then breathe out, come up. Beautiful. Drop your shoulders back and down, reach tall again, push your hips out. Breathe out, reach those arms long. Try and get your shoulders in line, your hips in line. Beautiful. But remember, if you're okay, your hands are together. Hi, Kelly. Lift up. Hi, Laura. Keep going. I want to try and keep my arms nice and close to my ears. Keep pushing out touch your hip. Now you've really got to squeeze your butt because I don't want my lower back to do any of the work. Linda, keep going, that's great. Breathe out and then come all the way up. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. Lift up nice and tall, then breathe out. So remember what we're doing, we're going up and over. And again, whatever level is right for you. Hand on your hip if you feel it in your lower back. I'm pushing that hip out slightly, squeezing through my inner thighs, reaching nice and long. Good. And you're still breathing. Little sips of air. That's it. Drawing at that tummy. That looks good. Keep going, John. This will help your spine. I really want to keep the weight in my feet nice and even. Let's go down just a little bit lower now. One more time. Now you're going to breathe out to come up. Switch on your glutes and breathe out, switch on your transverse. Breathe out, come up. Beautiful. Here we go to the other side. Reach up nice and tall again. Squeeze those quads. You're really pulling them up. Breathe out, over you go. Now whatever way is right for you, remember? You can do one arm. You can do both. Whatever suits your spine. And if it's tight through your shoulders, your arms are wide, or you could use that band or towel. Keep breathing, keep reaching. Hey Sean, hey Leo, I missed you. Here we go, keep reaching, push your hips out, switch on at your transverse. Now, if you're feeling confident, pull those hands back a little bit more. That's it, we're almost there, one more breath. Breathe, and then breathe out, come up. Float your hands down. Stand like a man mountain again, nice and tall. Pretend I'm pulling from the crown of your head. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads. Lift up, shoulders back and down. Let's do it one more time because you look fabulous. Let me show you even a little easier again. So, if you're still sitting on that lounge and you haven't come up yet, get off it. Or you can stay seated. Keep your bottom nice and still and then just go over to one side. How's that? We can still do it while watching the Olympics. Great? Watching the water polo, this could be you. So you can. I'm still lengthening, my transverse is still switching on. Both butt cheeks are sitting on the chair. How's that? That might excite you to get up now. One more breath. Big breath. Go down just a little bit deeper. Squeeze your butt just a little bit more. See if you can pull your hands back to the back of the wall just a little bit more. Good work, and breathe out, come up. Fantastic. Stretch up again. Big breath in, sigh out, over you go. When you go over, see how my hips want to turn? I want to treat them nice and even. And then your shoulders sometimes want to roll in to help you out. Bring them back. If you're struggling to breathe, you might have gone down a little bit too deep. So just come up a little bit more. Squeeze your butt a little bit more. Pull your hands back. We've got 2 more little breaths. See if you can breathe through your nose now and close your mouth. Big breath in, through your nose. Hey Kylie, keep going, good work. And coming all the way up. Float those hands down. Beautiful from here. We're going to roll forward now. So to try it nice and easy, if you've got a chair and it's too much for you, you're just going to go down halfway, yeah? This is you, just hang here. For the people still on the chair. For everybody else, reach up nice and tall. I'm going to float forward and take my hands down to the floor. Bend your knees as we go. Take your fingertips down to the floor. And then release your hands and hang there. Just hang. Keep breathing through your nose if you can. I'm trying to get a big stretch through my spine, but remember, we're still warming up, so hang deep. Weights even through your feet again. Your transverse still drawing up. Good. Now we're going to come out again. You can leave your hands on your hips if you like, or take them back together, head between your hands, and then breathe out, come up. Squeeze your butt as you come up. Lift up nice and tall. Good. Breathe out, take your hands down. Perfect. We'll do that one more time and we'll make it a little bit harder. Hi, Cherie. Here we go. All the way up. Big breath in. All the way down. Reach towards me. Bend your knees. Touch the floor when you get down there. Just hang. Remember, your head is really heavy, so relax it down. Let your neck lengthen again. Let your spine lengthen. Looking good. From here, if you're wanting a little bit more, we're going to grab our calves from behind and pull yourself down just a little bit more. You can try and get your forehead to your shin. Pull it down just a little bit more. Now take your shoulders away from your ears, Norm, as you pull it down. Keep pulling. One more little breath. Good work. Bring your hands to the front. Breathe out, roll up. Good work. All the way up, then float your hands down. Fantastic. How was that? Good work. Here we go. We're going to step out big now. So take your hands up, step out really wide as you can. Take your hands down, turn your toes in just a little bit. Now, again, if it's too much, you've got a cushion or a chair that's going to help you out. Otherwise, take your hands like a swan diving down, gracefully, down you go. Keep looking at me until you can't look at me anymore. Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. Now look towards the floor. Take your hands between your toes. If it's too much, if it's easy, grab your ankles underneath your feet if you can. Pull yourself down. You're taking your forehead between your feet now. Keep pulling, keep breathing. Good work. That's it. Keep going. Looks great from here. Keep pulling, keep reaching, stick your butt way out. And here we go, reach up, we're breathing out. Remember, if it's too much with your hands out, hands on your hips. Breathe out, come all the way up. Step this leg in, bend it and push all the way up. And then breathe out, come down. Perfect, let's go again. Here we go. Big breath in and then sigh out, turn your toes in. Mwah, mwah. We're going to stick your butt out. See if you can join me with your arms. Lengthen your spine all the way down. Look at me. That's it. Keep looking. Good work. Float your hands down. Run them down your legs. Hands underneath your heels if you can. Pull yourself down. If it's too easy and your head's on the floor, bring your legs closer together. If it's too hard or you're too far apart, take your legs wider. Keep pulling yourself down. Now, if you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Good work. Hands on the floor if you need it there. You've got 2 more breaths. Ready? Big breath in and then sigh out. And again, big breath in and then sighing out. Take your hands out to the side. Squeeze through your inner thighs, pull up at your quads and then breathe out. Float all the way up. Bend your knee. Come all the way up. Perfect, float it all the way down. Let's do a little back bend now. So we've bent our spine one way, we're going to go the other way. Take your hands up. Remember, if it's too much in your neck, take it here. Squeeze your butt, lift up tall, towards the ceiling, and then breathe out, push it back. So it's a little back bend. Here we go, lifting all the way up. I don't know the comments, sorry. Lift all the way up, and then push back. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your inner thighs, lift up, push back, relax back. Go a little bit further. Remember, if it's too much here, hands on your bottom and then go back. You can rest your head as well. One more time, one more breath. Lift up and then come all the way back. Float your hands down. Perfect. One more time. We've bent our spine nearly in every direction. Breathe out, lift up, reach to the ceiling. Push your hips forward, squeeze your bottom, lift up and back you go. You're trying to get your fingertips all the way back. Keep pushing your hips forward. Good work. And then breathing out, lift up. Float your hands down. Perfect. Now we've warmed up our spine. You've bent it in every direction. Grab your knee, pull it all the way up. Flex your foot. Squeeze up at your quad. Shoulders back and down. If that's too much, grab your band. Put it under your foot. Stand up tall. Good. If that's enough for you, we're going to kick it out and hold it here. Perfect. Pull your toes back towards your nose. You're squeezing up at the quad of the leg you are. Pretend I'm pulling from the crown of your head. That's it. Keep pulling it back. Ooh, sometimes it gets a bit wobbly. Shoulders back and down. You can do it. That's it. Bend this knee. and then take it all the way down. If you've got a band, use the band. Otherwise, no band, use your hands. You could hold under here if you like, if that's better. Remember, I'm pulling up at this knee. So pull up at the kneecap of the leg that you're standing on. Keep squeezing your butt. Squeeze that butt. Whichever way works for you. And then whenever you're ready, you could hold underneath your leg, your hamstring, and flex your foot out. Toe back towards your nose. Can I touch you? Shoulders back and down. Pull up at the quad of the leg you're standing on. Mwah, mwah. Here we go. Thanks. From here, I'm going to take it down. Remember, if that's too easy, we'll make it a little bit harder now. So bend your leg, take it all the way down. Are you standing near a lounge or a chair? You're going to pop your foot on the chair. If it's too easy, we're hinging. So really hinge from your hips. Hinge from your hips. Good. I want to feel the stretch in my hamstring. Lengthen it out. Chest towards your knee. Turn your toes, they're nice and even. If you could grab your toes, put your hands together, grab your toes. Good. If that's too easy, you could stand and grab your toes. But we're making it easier, remember? Hey, Cheryl, where have you been? So if that's too easy, that's what you're doing. Remember, if not, we're going to bend our knee now. Chest on your knee, grab underneath your feet, your foot, and then bend your elbows down. I want my chest on my thighs. I've got the help of this little seat. And if it's too easy for you, of course, you could stay here and kick it out. Yes? But here's a little alternative. Holding it here. Chest on your thighs. Elbows down. Spines rolling through. Tuck your chin if you can. Good, Julie. And then release those hands. Roll up, hinge from your hips again. Bring this leg in and then down. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. Take it up. If you don't need the chair, you're grabbing underneath your foot. If you need the chair, you're leaning forward, hinging from your hips. That's it. Hinging from your hips. Hands, grab them together. Bend the other knee. Or bend this knee and then straighten out the other leg. So the standing leg is straight, this leg is bent. Good work. Keep pulling yourself down. So if you can bend your elbows, that's great. If you can put your forehead on your shin, fantastic. If you can straighten out your whole leg while you're doing that, wonderful. Otherwise, for us mere mortals, we're bending, we're grabbing our foot, we're letting our head relax down. And remember, I'm using the chair to help me out. So if you're in the lounge room, you can still keep doing it. Relax your head. Give me 2 more little breaths. Relax down a little bit more. Push those hips back to be even. 1 more time. Good work. Release your hands. Coming up, hinge from your hips. Coming all the way back up. Take that leg down. Beautiful. Let's do it 1 more time, whichever way you like. Perfect, Norman, keep going. Oh, hi, Paul. Here we go. Take that leg up, hold it here. So remember, whichever way you like, whatever you prefer. Otherwise, grab underneath your foot, pulling it up. Squeeze the quad of the leg that you're on. Breathe out, extend that leg. Let your head drop down, let your elbows go down. Keep breathing. Push your toes towards your nose. 1 more breath, and then bring it all the way back and take it down. Come all the way back up. Ah, beautiful. Little back bend if you need it. Let's go to the other side. Remember, use the chair mill if you need it. Take that leg up. You could stay here, here. Otherwise, grab underneath your foot. Remember the grip? Underneath your foot. Squeeze the quad of the leg you're on. And if this is enough for you, you could just stay here, trying to straighten out the other leg. Nearly fell over. Pull up at this quad. We're going to breathe out. Push that leg away. Bend your elbows. Take your chest to your thighs if you can. 2 more breaths. We're almost through it. Pull your toes back towards your nose. Great work. Bring it back. And then float out. Ah, little back bend if you need it. Turn your hand to the outside. Pick up the inside of your foot. Push your hips forward. So I usually walk around like this, not very good, but I want to push my hips forward this time. Good. Knees stay together, knees together, and then reach one arm up. So now you're just getting the balance. Keep breathing. Hi, Madden. Good. Keep breathing. Reach that arm up. If that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, push your leg forward. Keep breathing. Tuck your chin. Take that foot up and over your head. Good work. Pull up with the leg that you're standing on. Nearly there. And come all the way back up again. Float that hand down. Other hand, take it out to the side. Squeeze your butt. Pick up your foot. From the inside. So I'm not here. I'm inside this one. Good work. Knees together. Push your hips forward, remember. Pretend I'm pulling out of the crown of your head. Take your hand high. Just get the balance, get the breath. Push your hips forward. So if you're wobbling, there's no use going. You want to stand still first before you start. Push weight into the foot of the leg you're holding on to. And then breathe out. Start to reach. You don't have to go straight down. It's just a little reach. It's just a little pull of that hand, a little push of that leg. Good. Keep breathing. A little bit further now. Tuck your chin. You're here. Stay here. Strong. That's it. You've got one more breath. Good work. Come all the way out. Float down. Wow, you should feel proud of yourself. That was great. Let's do it again. Hand out. Pick up the other leg. If it's too much, so some people are really tight through their quads, you're going to use your band. Put the band around your leg, hold that. If that's enough for you, that's where you're going to stay. That's okay. If you want a little bit more, but it's still too hard, use the band. Otherwise, you're reaching forward. Again, that one foot, you're strong. Push one more time, one more breath, reach to me, tuck your chin, chest down, foot up. We're almost there and you look fabulous. Good work, come back. Take it down. Let's go to the other side. Take that hand out, drop it down, grab the inside of your foot, knees together. Stay at the level you're at. If that chair's nearby and you're feeling a little bit wobbly this morning, use it. Hold on to it. We're pushing and pulling here. And then take it down. Good. So if you're holding the chair, that's fine. Remember, this is beginner's yoga. We just want to learn to pull up at this kneecap, push this foot against our hand, open up through your shoulder, and the balance will come. If you're ready to take your hand off that chair, take it off. That's it. Keep reaching, keep pulling. One more time. Chest down, leg up, chest down, leg up. Good work. All the way back. Perfect. Little shoulder roll. Fabulous. We're going to step your legs out now. Nice and wide again. Turn your toes to the side. One to me, one to you. And then I'm going to bend down. That's all I'm doing, is dropping down. Take your elbow onto your knee, rotate through your chest. Sorry, get that chair out of the way. If that's enough, I'm feeling that inner thigh stretch and opening up through my chest. If that's enough for you, that's where you're staying. I'm pushing weight into the foot of the outside foot. Remember, it's slightly turned in. This one's forward. Open up through your chest. If you're feeling fine, you want to go a little bit more. Drop a little bit more, reach your arm. Good. Then reach this one all the way up to the ceiling. Now you're in that triangle pose. Perfect. One more breath. Remember, I want my abs to lock on as well. Keep breathing. Good work. And then come back to your knee. Take this hand over your head. Now reaching long. Push weight into your feet. Open up through your chest. Reach long. Good work. And if you're feeling fine, you can take this hand down. Reaching long with the other one. And then breathe out. Float all the way up. Use your legs wherever you need to. Give yourself a little bit of a push. Turn your feet. One straight ahead, one at an angle, 45 degrees. Take your hands long, just drop down. If that's enough, stay here. Use it for support. Remember what I'm trying to stretch. You're almost into triangle. Push this hip down a little bit more. Good. Reach your arms long. Here we go into triangle. Drop it down. Wiggle that foot away. If that's too much, stay here. If this is enough, stay here for you. Otherwise, reach it long. Big breath in, sighing out. Thanks for all the kisses. Whoever that is, thank you. Big breath in. I want my shoulders even. Rotate through that chest a little bit more so you get that big spine stretch. And then breathe just a little bit more. Could you drop that hip down just a little bit? That's it. Looks good, Pip. Keep going. One more breath. And your eyes look towards your fingers. And then come all the way up. Remember, use your legs. If it's feeling like it's a bit hard, push yourself up. Turn your toes in and out, and then step back. Breathe in, and then sigh out. That was fantastic. So great. We'll do it one more time. Here we go. Big breath in. Step out wide. Big step. As big as you can. Turn one toe to me, one toe to the wall. 45 degrees. Take your arms long. Relax your shoulders. Squeeze through your middle back. Drop down. Good. If that's enough for you, you're staying here. Turn your hands and then drop down. Reach long. Look towards your fingertips. Drop that hip a little bit more. Keep reaching. If you want to make it a little bit more, we're going to bend this hand behind us and then rotate up. So this hand, drop it down and then rotate around. Good. This hand still to the floor. Towards your middle toe. Looking to the ceiling. Drop your hip one more time. And then take your arm long. Breathe out, float up. Remember, it's too hard to use your leg. Breathe out, come up. Good. Let's go to the other side. Turn your toes. Arms strong. Tuck your chin. Wiggle that foot back a little bit more if you're feeling confident. Drop down. Good. Now remember, you can sit on the chair and almost do this as well. So all I'm doing is feeling that stretch through my hip, opening up through my hips, making that glute work. Here we go. Breathe out. Down you go. So floating those hands. They're in line with each other. Fingers in between your toe. Big toe and second toe. Look towards your fingertips. Pretend I'm pulling you up. So your abs are working hard here as well. Drop down a little bit more if you can. So just a little bit more. Good work. This hand, turn it. So I've just turned it. Then drop it behind my back. Open up through that shoulder a little bit more. So you're trying to wrap this hand down past your butt. Keep looking towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Push your hips forward. Let's do 2 more breaths. You can do it. Drop your hip one more time. Go, Kath. One more time. Drop that hip just a little bit further. That's it. Take your hands back to long. Breathe out. Come up. Big breath in. Sigh out. Step your feet together. Then breathe out, float down. Good, let's go into half lotus tree. So I'm going to turn my foot to the side and just stand there. If that's enough, that's you. So I'm really rotating through that hip, hands together. Big breath in, sighing out. Good work. If that's enough, stay there. Tuck your chin, pretend I'm drawing from the crown of your head. If you want a little bit more, you could take it up to here or take it up to the beginning of your leg. Good. One more breath. Open up through those hips. And then take it all the way down. Perfect. Let's try the other side. Again, if it's a bit wobbly for you, hold that chair. You don't need to have 2 hands. Rotate that knee. Pretend I'm pulling from the crown of your head. Karina, if this is enough for you, stay here. Otherwise, take that leg up. Squeeze the quad you're on. Squeeze your butt. Tuck your chin. Both hands come together into prayer. Tuck your chin, lift up through the crown of your head. Keep breathing. One more breath. Good work. And then take it all the way down. Big breath in, sigh out. You're going to grab the other foot now from the outside. So pick up your leg. From the outside, grab your foot, drop it down. Good. Now if you can keep your foot there, perfect, you stay there. Otherwise, we're squeezing our quads, squeezing our butt, take your hand up, tuck your chin. Pretend I'm pulling you from the crown of your head and your tailbone. So it feels like you're lengthening, like traction through your spine. Big breath in, and then sighing out. Push your hips forward underneath you a little bit more. If you're feeling wobbly, hold on to something. Lift up one more time. Good work. Push your hips, squeeze your butt. Good. Bring it all the way back to center first and then take it down. Let's go to the other side. So pick up your foot from the outside. Let it drop down. Shoulders back and down, tuck your chin. Get your balance first. Squeeze your quad. If you're feeling wobbly, squeeze your butt. Squeeze your quad. Push your hips forward. Take your hand up, big breath in, and then sighing out. If you can take both hands up, beautiful, you're in prayer. Good work. We've got 2 more breaths. Big breath in, and then sighing out. One more time, big breath in, and then sighing out. Good work. Take that little leg down, and then back. We're going into balancing stick now. So all you need to do is take your hands up over your head. If you do my bar class, you'll be fabulous at this. I'm going to step one leg forward and take the other leg off the floor. That's all you need to do. Easy. Leg, foot. Good. So I'm trying to get my elbows with my ears. I'm balancing here. Squeeze your quad. If it's too much with your arms, drop them down the side. There we go. Tuck your chin. Just breathe. Pull up at your transverse, shoulders back and down. Keep breathing. Good work. And then take it down. Step that leg back. You did it. Let's go again on the other leg. Step it forward. Hands up if you like. Reach forward. Take the other foot off the floor. Squeeze up at your quad. If it's too much, take your hands down. Your butt's squeezing. You're pulling up at this quad. Good. Tuck your chin. Good work, Nat. And then step back. Beautiful. So if you want to make it a little bit harder, we're going to drop our chest down a little bit more. Big breath in, lengthen up through your spine, push those hips forward, squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads. I can't say it enough. Step one leg forward, it doesn't matter which leg, step a big step forward, drop down. Good. So here you go, pretend I'm pulling from your foot and I'm pulling from your hands. Pull up at your quad, keep reaching, tuck your chin. One more breath. And then step all the way back. Beautiful. Take your hands down. If you fall out, it doesn't matter. Come back in again. Here we go. It's all a new beginning every time. Big breath in. Sigh out. Step one leg forward. Which one did I do before? Who knows? Step the other leg forward. Breathe out. Come to the level you're happy at. Otherwise, keep coming down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Chest down. Ooh, a bit wobbly on this side. That doesn't matter. Fall out. Get back in. Point your toe. Reach long. Squeeze your quad. Lift your leg. Chest down. One more breath. Good work. And then come all the way back up. Beautiful work. Big breath in. Sigh out. Excellent. We're going to go into a downward dog now, so I'll show you from this direction. If you need a little sip of water, take a little sip of water. So all I'm going to do first is have a little stretch through my spine. So big breath in, sighing out, take your hands forward, sit down in a little chair, twist around and look to the ceiling. Stick your butt out. So I'm sticking my butt out as much as I can. Stick your bottom way out. Twist around. Look towards the ceiling. If that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, reach both arms long. Reaching to the floor, reaching to the ceiling. Sit down a little bit lower. Good, then bring it back to prayer again. Come back to the center and then float all the way back up. Let's go to the other side. Big breath in, sigh out, sit down. Twist around to the other side. So really twist through your spine. Looking towards the ceiling. Looking towards the ceiling. Sit back in that little chair. Hands together if you can. One more breath. And then come back to the center and come all the way back up. Reach to the ceiling. Let's do it one more time each side before we go to that downward dog. Big breath in, sigh out, sit down, twist around. Now, if that's too easy for you, you're going to lengthen your arms. So I want to twist through my spine, nice big twist. Good, and then back to the center, come back all the way, and then come all the way back up. Beautiful, you look great from here. Let's do it one more time on the other side. Good work. Big breath in, sigh out, sit down, twist around. If that's enough for you, remember, stay there. If your spine's really tight, we're just trying to work through it slowly. You've got your whole life to get it flexible. So don't push too hard today. Just nice and easy. Rotate through your rib cage. Reach to the ceiling, reach to the floor. Good work. And then coming all the way back to the center. Big breath in. And then sigh out. Perfect. Here we go into that downward dog. I'm going to reach up nice and tall first of all. Stick your butt out. Lengthen your spine. Take your chest towards your thighs. Hang down. So hanging down. So it's like you just dived into a big pool and now you're hanging down. From here I'm walking out into plank. Shoulders back and down. Good work. From here I'm sticking my bottom all the way up. Go up onto your tippy toes. Heels to the floor. Up on your tippy toes. Heels to the floor. Lengthen through that spine and those heels as much as you can. Go high on your tippy toes. And then heels to the floor. Beautiful. One more time. Roll your elbows in. And then from here, come all the way back into downward dog. You might have to move yourself around if there's not a lot of room. Draw your shoulders back and down. Good. Down, plank. Now downward dog. This time, walk your heels. Push your chest back. Like I've got my hand in the middle of your back. Push your chest back. Keep breathing. Swing out those hips. I'm going to pick my favorite leg. Any leg will do. Swing it to the ceiling. Hold it here. Swing it all the way up towards the ceiling. Push your chest back. Breathe. Remember, we like upside down a little bit because it makes us look younger. Take that leg down. Push back into downward dog again. Now pick your second favorite leg. Swing it to the ceiling. Watch those hips rotating like mine just did. Push it up nice and high. If you have an injury, take it easy. Just take it easy. And then take it all the way back down. Here we go. Walk through your feet again. Now the leg that you started off with, we're going to swing it through. So take it all the way up and then swing it through. Into pigeon. Let your hips drop down. Pretend I've got your back leg, pull it down. And if that's too much, you can sit down a little bit and just have it here, whatever suits you. Otherwise, coming up, we've tucked that knee right in, your shoulders are even, and then I'm going to lengthen forward. Leave your hips here. Don't let them follow you. So stay your hips here, then reach forward. Good. Chest on your thighs. Remember, if that's too much, you could use that chair. So you're staying there, you're still breathing. If it's too much, I've got that chair, I could use this. Just wherever suits you, whatever you need for your body today. Good. Oops, might just leave my chair there for next time. So anybody else who's nice and flexible, continue to pretend I'm pulling my leg away from you. Drop down as much as you can. Tuck your chin. Tuck your chin. Push into your elbows. So push into your elbows. And then bring your chest up. Chest up. Like I'm pulling your chest forward. Good. You did a great job. Tuck your toe underneath you. We're coming back to plank. So push yourself up. Grab that leg, pull it back to plank. Take the other leg into a downward dog and kick it up. Swing it through. drop it down. So remember, I'm getting these hip flexors stretch. My leg's getting pulled in one direction. If it's too much, stay here or use your chair. Stay here, yeah? So you feel okay. Otherwise, you're dropping down, hips pushing forward, reach long. Keep pushing those hips forward and down. So these hips, push them down and reach long. Bend your elbows, push heavy into your elbows, tuck your chin. So tuck your chin and go down. Good work. Keep reaching. Excellent. And then from there, draw your shoulders back and down and coming all the way up. Pulling yourself forward. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to go into a child's pose. So I'm going to go plank and then into a child's pose. So tuck your toe underneath you. Come into plank. Good. Bring both knees in now, down to the floor. And then drop your bottom back. If you're tight through your knees, open up your legs and drop your bottom back. Reach your arms long, forward to the floor. It doesn't matter how high your spine is, we just want to get that big lengthening through our spine. Push your palms heavy in the floor. If it's too much, use that little bolster or whatever you have and hold it here. Remember, all I'm doing is lengthening my spine and breathing. Let the top of your forehead go to the floor, the middle of your forehead and the tip of your nose. And then breathe. As your spine starts to release and go back, keep your hands in the same position. So don't let your body move back. I want to keep my body in the same position. And if you're fine, we'll do one more and you'll have your hands in prayer position. Good. And then from here, bring your hands in and you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. So if you want a little bit more, Norman, Kat, Cheryl, Ashley, reach up tall and then come forward. Down we go. Fingertips hit the floor first, tuck your chin and hold it here. So those shoulders are up in the air, your forehead's on the floor, your tailbone's dropping back. See if you can keep the tip of your fingers on the floor. Big breath into your rib cage and drop your spine back, but don't let your hands come with you. Good. One more breath now. So you want to feel that traction through your spine. Good. And then if you want to come up, you could roll up any way you like or use your hands, squeeze your inner thighs, breathe out, roll all the way up and then float it all the way down. Perfect. We're going to our spine now. We're going to pull one leg up towards the other leg. Oh, I lied. We're going to pull one leg up and lay down. Tuck your chin. Pull this leg in as much as you can. Remember, Tina, if you've got your band or your towel, you could do this instead. So make it so it feels comfortable for you, no pain. Squeeze it in. I want to keep my shoulders on the floor, rib cage on the floor, hips even. Pull it all the way back. You want to feel that little compression through your hip. If you want, you could bend the other leg if you feel it through your spine. Keep squeezing it down. One more breath. Good. And then release that little leg. Let's try the other one. Pull it all the way up. And then squeeze it down. Hips and shoulder even on the floor. Squeeze it just a little bit more. Tuck your chin. Good work. Remember, if you're not feeling that compression, I want those biceps to be squeezing in as much as I can. One more breath. Great. Release that leg. I'm pulling both legs up, grab hold of them. Reach all the way around if you can, just here, or use your band or your towel. Tuck your chin. You're squeezing it in, really pulling them in. Lengthen your spine on the floor. Tuck your chin. Breathe. Good. And then release it. All the way back down. Savasana. Relax. Grab one leg, we'll just take it to the side. So pull this leg in, take it to the side. Hips stay down on the floor. So head, shoulder, hips on the floor. This one goes to the side. If you want a little bit more, you could grab your leg and pull it up. Like half a happy baby.
Pull it one more time, one more breath, and then release. Let's go to the other side. Take it in, take it to the side, pull it in. Remember, you can always use your band. You can grab wherever you like, whatever's good for you and your body. Tuck your chin, squeeze it in. And if you wanted to go into half a happy baby, you could. Pull it in. Whatever suits you. Drag it back. One more breath. Pretend I'm pulling the other leg away from you. Good work. And then release. Savasana. A little bit of a rest. Good. Coming all the way. Let's do one more. We're going into bridge. So I want my feet nice and close to my bottom. I'm going to push my hips up. Really tilt your pelvis. Squeeze your bottom. Push your hips up. Roll your shoulders underneath you. Keep pushing your hips up. Keep the weight in your feet so it's not all in my upper body. Keep pushing your bottom up. Pushing your rib cage to the ceiling. It looks like a big bendy bridge now. Check out your knees. They're not flaring out to the side. Draw them in. Keep pushing up. If it's too much for your spine, you could use your hands to support you. You've got 2 breaths here. Really fill up your belly full of air. It looks like a balloon now. And then sigh out. And again, fill up your belly full of air. Watch your knees, don't let them flare out. And then sigh out. One more time now. Fill up your belly full of air. Push your hips to the ceiling. Squeeze your butt. And then sigh out. Let's roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. So lengthening through that spine. Beautiful. One more. Just for luck. Here we go. It won't be as long. We'll just do 2 breaths. Push your hips up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Make sure there's weight in your feet. Push your hips all the way to the ceiling. Tuck your chin. Rib cage goes up as well. Have a big breath in. You can see your belly fill up with air. Your rib cage expands. And then sigh out. Belly draws down. You ready again? Last one. Big breath in. The biggest breath you've had. And then sigh out. Beautiful. It's a get rid of that air. All of that air. And then roll down. Keep squeezing through those inner thighs. Beautiful. From here, just drop your legs to one side. Have a little spine stretch. Look to the other. And then breathe out. Come all the way back to the center. Over to the other side. Good. And then breathe out. Last one. I know I said that would be the last one, but it could be if you want it to be. Otherwise, we're going to look like half a banana. Take your hands and your feet and just take them to the same direction. This hip stays on the floor, those shoulders stay on the floor. Even this hand or the shoulder stays on the floor. Keep reaching. Good. Keep breathing. Now you can stay, if you're here and you like this pose, you can stay here a lot longer. You'll feel great when you finish. But we've got one more breath with me. And then sigh out. Good work. And then over to the other side. Hands and feet go the same direction. Remember, I don't want this hip to come off the floor. I really want to push it back and down. And then reach nice and long. So my spine stays in the same position. It's just my hands and my feet that move. Keep breathing. Notice if one side feels a little bit tighter than the other. One more breath now. Good work. And then come all the way back to the center. Bring your hands down by your side. Have a big breath in. Sigh out. Know that you've done a wonderful job. You're perfect just the way you are. Big breath in and then sigh out. Last big breath. Let your body go heavy on the floor. Big breath in. Sigh out. Grab your knees. Have a little roll up. Imagine all the magnificent things you're going to do today. You've done it. Namaste. Beautiful work. Excellent job. Good work. We'll see you tomorrow. You've done the yoga class, Joe. Yay! We'll see you tomorrow at 9:30. I think it's Pilates. So see you tomorrow at 9:30 for Pilates. If you have any questions, just send them to me. I'll get back to you. If you have any injuries that you want to know how to handle while you're doing these classes, send them and I'll help you out with it and do some exercises for you. Have a lovely day. Thanks for joining me. Remember, do something nice for yourself. Go for a walk in the sunshine, play your favorite music, and do something nice for somebody else as well. Love you lots. Bye.